Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Today we're going to be discussing all the latest transfers surrounding Barcelona over the past couple of days. So let's first kick it off with Luis Suarez, and it is his last day at Barcelona. And he did indeed host his farewell press conference earlier today. And it was an emotional press conference, and I don't think we have seen one quite that sad since Andres Iniesta left us in 2018. But Suarez did have his family and his friends and fellow teammates there to support him. But on numerous occasions he did mention how hard it was to leave Barcelona. And no matter where he and his family were, that he would still be part of the club. And I think that is really nice to hear, because as a Barca fan you want to hear that, and he will always be remembered as a Barca player, because it is the club that he has stayed at the longest, with an incredible 6-year career winning absolutely everything there is to win at club level. And he was there at the Camp Nou for the last time, showing off his trophies with his family and his fellow teammates. And just to mention a few trophies that he did win, he did indeed win 4 La Liga titles, 4 Copa del Reys, 1 Champions League, 1 Golden Boot in La Liga, and he is the 3rd all-time goal scorer for Barcelona. So an extremely decorated player for Barca, and he is undoubtedly a club legend. And he will go down as 1/3 of the best football trios of all time, along with, of course, Messi and Neymar. And although he will become an Atletico Madrid player tomorrow, he has said it won't change the way he thinks about his former team and his former teammates. And like I've said, he will arrive at Atletico Madrid tomorrow, and it will be a sad sight to see him in an Atletico Madrid shirt, because they of course are one of our biggest rivals. But I do wish Suarez all the best in Madrid, and I do thank him for all the great moments he has brought for us Barca fans. So it is very sad to see him go, but I do think it is the right time for him. So all the best, Suarez, at your future club, and you are a Barca legend. So let's now move on to Sergio Dest, and according to every reliable source he will become a Barca player, with outlets reporting that his signature for Barcelona will be imminent. And I think that really is fantastic news, because he will be taking up that spot left behind by Semedo, and he really has the potential to become Barca's next Dani Alves. And he is going to be joining Barcelona over Bayern Munich for reasons I did explain in my last video. And those reasons are because he will be getting a lot more game time at Barca. Because if he was to go to Bayern Munich, he would undoubtedly be the second choice, at least to Pavard. And when he does come to Barcelona, there will be next to zero competition for him in that role, with only Sergi Roberto, a makeshift right back, that would be the only other occupier. So I think he and his team have identified that, and that's why he has chosen Barcelona. And Barcelona have reportedly sealed the deal for €25 million plus 5 million in variables, and he could officially be announced as a player leaving by Ajax as early as tomorrow. And Dest has been our out-and-out #1 target in this transfer window, and for us to get him over Bayern Munich, that would be a really big win for us. So I really do hope that this deal does come to fruition, because Dest is someone we sorely do need, and he would be an extremely welcomed addition to our Barca team. So quickly, I do now want to talk about Eric Garcia, and Barca are still no closer to gaining his signature, because Pep Guardiola and Man City are no closer to signing another centre-back, and because of this they are reluctant to letting Eric Garcia go to Barcelona. And they are cutting us very close, because Eric Garcia himself does want to move to Barca, and he has less than a year left in his contract. So if Man City aren't able to sign another centre-back to replace him, it is looking like they won't sell him to Barca, and they would lose out on that €80 million that Barca have bid for Garcia. So if Man City can't get the deal done and sign another centre-back, then it is looking like Todibo will remain at Barcelona, and we will have to wait till June to get Eric Garcia for free. And for me, that isn't a bad scenario, because we will be able to develop Todibo further. And if the board are set on selling him next summer, then he will be worth more money. We would be saving that €18 million that we would be spending on Garcia and get him for free. So that's not a bad road to go down. So from one player who's waiting to become a Barca player to the next. And I am of course talking about Memphis Depay. And he, like Garcia, is still waiting to get the green light to go to Barca, but under slightly different circumstances. Because unlike Sergio Dest and Eric Garcia, Barca aren't exactly desperate to fill that striker role. because we already have Griezmann and Braithwaite occupying that position. And if we really need to, Leo Messi, and there's even talks about Ansu Fati occupying that position too. So by no means are we actually desperate for a striker. And the difference between the Eric Garcia and the Memphis Depay situation is that both Lyon and Memphis want him to go, because he is unsettled there and he doesn't want to renew his contract. And the Garcia situation, on the other hand, he is the only one that is happy for him to leave in the current situation because they haven't signed another centre back. So Lyon are trying to get rid of Memphis as soon as possible, and that is why it's good for Barcelona, because they only have until the 5th of October to sell him. And if they aren't able to do that, then Memphis himself can pre-negotiate to join Barcelona in January, then actually officially join in June for free. And that is where it's really good for Barcelona, because they can really put the pressure on to lower the price. Because like I've said, if they aren't able to sell him by the 5th of October, then he'll go for free. And I think that is the strategy in Barcelona, because I do think that they do want Memphis, but that is also the reason I think that they have held out so long in making an official bid for him. Because Lyon have said that the price tag for Memphis is 25 million euros plus variables, and I do think that if the pressure really starts to build, they will drop the price. And that is exactly what we need, because we do not have the money to be splashing it out on any player. So if we are able to get him, it must be for a very reasonable fee. And for me personally, I do think he would be a very welcomed addition to our attack. And I do think it would be a good thing for Griezmann to create a positive, competitive atmosphere. And it's always good for our team to have many different options to come off the bench. So just lastly, I want to congratulate Ansu Fati on officially becoming a first team player for Barca. He has indeed renewed his contract and been given the number 22 shirt for Barcelona. And the most notable change in his contract is that his buyout clauses increased from 170 million euros to 400 million euros for the 17-year-old. And I personally am very happy with this change in his clause, because there has been undisclosed teams trying to snatch him up in this transfer window for that 170 million euros. So Ansu will stay with us, and that's everything for the video. So thank you all very much for joining me. Let me know what you thought of everything I've discussed in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. So thank you again, and bye.